Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we shall study about summation of the trigonometric series. Already we have done these type of problems, but this problem is quite different from those problems. So given that sum the series 1 plus cos theta divided by 1 factorial plus cos 2 theta divided by 2 factorial plus cos 3 theta divided by 3 factorial up to infinity. So solution, consider this series as c equals to 1 plus cos theta divided by 1 factorial plus cos 2 theta divided by 2 factorial plus cos 3 theta divided by 3 factorial up to infinity. So we have solved the problems up to n terms, but here we have up to infinity. Next, we consider s equals to 1 plus, so change the function here, sin theta divided by 1 factorial plus sin 2 theta divided by 2 factorial sin 3 theta divided by 3 factorial up to infinity. Now we shall consider cis, that is equals to, so in this case first I will write all the terms into I into S series, that is first C series 1 plus cos theta divided by 1 factorial plus cos 2 theta divided by 2 factorial plus cos 3 theta divided by 3 factorial up to infinity plus I into S series, I into 1 is equals to I plus I into sin theta divided by 1 factorial plus I into sin 2 theta divided by 2 factorial plus I into sin 3 theta divided by 3 factorial up to infinity. So now we can add the, or we can group all the terms in the form of cis form, that is cos plus I sin theta, that is we get, so because here we don't have any cos or sin function, therefore first we write this one, that is 1 plus I theta. Now plus in these two cases, or in these two terms, we have 1 plus 1 divided by 1 factorial as a common, therefore I will write 1 divided by 1 factorial common. Now cos theta plus I sin theta. Next, now in these two terms we can take 1 divided by 2 factorial as a common, then we get cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta, right? So similarly in these two terms we can take 1 divided by 3 factorial common, then we get cos 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta up to infinity. Now we write 1 plus I as it is, okay? So we express this cos theta plus I sin theta in terms of exponential form, that is e raised to I theta form. We get 1 divided by 1 factorial, so this becomes e raised to I theta plus 1 divided by 2 factorial e raised to I 2 theta plus 1 divided by 3 factorial e raised to I 3 theta plus up to infinity. Now we substitute this e raised to I theta equals to x, that is put e raised to I theta equals to x, because here we cannot apply the sum of the GP formula, therefore we transform this series into exponential series, okay, by substituting e raised to I theta equals to x. Let's see. So if you substitute e raised to I theta equals to x, then this e raised to I 2 theta can be written as e raised to I 2 theta equals to, it can be written as e raised to I theta whole power 2. Or we know we have taken here x equals to e raised to I theta, then we can substitute here x and its square. So similarly, in the place of e raised to I 3 theta, we can write it as e raised to I theta cube, which is equals to x cube and so on. Okay, so then this series becomes, first I will consider this I plus 1 divided by 1 factorial as it is. E raised to I theta means it is x plus 1 divided by 2 factorial. E raised to I theta 2 theta is equals to x square. So therefore I will write here x square plus e raised to I 3 theta means it is x cube divided by 3 factorial up to infinity. Okay, so now you got, so because now you can observe this series, so we know that this is the exponential series. So that is, we know that, so you already learned this series in the second sem. So e raised to x exponential series is represented as e raised to x equals to 1 plus 1 divided by 1 factorial into x, or I will write x divided by 1 factorial plus x square divided by 2 factorial plus x cube divided by 3 factorial up to infinity. So this is the standard exponential series. So now we substitute in this series, or we replace this series by e raised to x. So after substituting e raised to x, this series, that is this series becomes I as it is. So in this place we substitute this formula, then it becomes plus e raised to x, okay, by using this formula or this standard series. Okay, then our cis terms becomes I plus e raised to x. Now it can be written as, because cis means real parts separated and imaginary parts are separated, so therefore here also we have to separate real and imaginary part, because in the at last we have to equate the c and s terms, that is real parts and imaginary parts. So that first we have to represent this RHS also in terms of a plus ib form, that is, or cis form. So next, on representing this into a plus ib form, that is separating real and imaginary part, so we get, so first I will substitute this x value. So there we have taken x equals to e raised to I theta, okay, which means that e raised to I theta value is cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so therefore we substitute x equals to cos theta plus I sin theta, because x equals to e raised to I theta, so that is equals to e raised to I theta means always it is cos theta plus I sin theta. So why we are using this means to separate the real and imaginary part, since here it consists both the real and imaginary part. After writing this in terms of this one, that is cos theta plus I sin theta, here we get cos theta, that means real part separately and imaginary part separately. Therefore we represent this e raised to x as, keep this e as it is, in the place of x I will substitute cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so don't confuse that. So we don't we are not writing e raised to x as a cos x plus I sin x, because here we don't have I term. Okay, so first what we have to do means, first we have to substitute x value. So that is, so here I will write here I plus e raised to x value is I e raised to I theta. So e as it is, in the place of x I will write e raised to I theta. Okay, so now expanding this one, that is I as it is plus e as it is, So in the place of e raised to I theta, I will substitute this one, that is cos theta plus I sin theta. So next we get, so this can be written as e raised to cos theta into e raised to I sin theta. Okay, wherever you will get e raised to I into something, then you have to represent in terms of cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so this we cannot represent, because here we have e raised to cos theta, there is no I terms. Okay, only wherever you have I terms, there only you can substitute or you can write cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so therefore e I plus, I will keep this as it is because it is purely real part. I will keep this as it is into, now I will write this one again by using this formula, but instead of theta we have sin theta. Therefore in the place of theta I will represent it by sin theta. So see here, so e raised to I, you imagine that this is the theta. Okay, this term is theta. Okay, so in the place of cos theta we have to take cos of sin theta, because in the place of theta we have sin theta. Therefore we get, so on representing this term in terms of polar form, that is cos theta plus I sin theta, we get cos of, in the place of theta we have sin theta. Therefore I will write sin theta completely, plus I sin of, again in the place of theta we have sin theta. Okay, now so this is also imaginary part, but this term and this term is purely real. Therefore now first I will arrange all the real terms one side and imaginary terms one side, that is e raised to cos theta into cos of sin theta plus I can be taken common, we get 1 plus sin of, sorry, this term is common to this term, therefore we get e raised to cos theta sin of sin theta. Okay, so this is imaginary part, but we need real part only. Therefore we equate real part, equating real part we get c equals to, so this is the real part and this one is imaginary part. So on equating real part we get c equals to e raised to cos theta into cos of sin theta. So this is the sum of the given series. Here we have one more problem which is similar to the first we have done. So see here given that cos theta plus sin theta divided by 1 factorial cos 2 theta plus sin square 2 theta cos 3 theta plus up to infinity. You can observe that here both sin and cos terms are there, but for our convenient to get the answer we will keep the sin terms as it is. Okay, sin theta, sin square theta as it is, only we change the cos terms in to represent in terms of s, we change this cos function as a sin function, then we keep this sin as it is, again we change the cos 2 theta as sin 2 theta. Okay, for me so this means that to get the answer or to get the result we keep the sin terms as it is, because finally so in the last we represent this series again in the form of exponential series. We use the same formula, exponential series formula, that is e raised to x formula. Therefore we keep this term as it is. Okay, let's see solution. So let us represent given series as c equals to cos theta plus sin theta divided by 1 factorial cos 2 theta plus sin square theta divided by 2 factorial cos 3 theta up to infinity. Okay, so next we represent S series as, we change this function sin theta plus sin theta 1 factor divided by 1 factorial as it is we change this function. So sine 2 theta plus sine square divided by 2 factorial sine 3 theta plus 2 up to infinity. So that here there is no rule that we have to change all the functions here. For our convenience we change the functions. Okay. So next, consider cis, that is cos terms plus I into sin terms. We get, so cos theta plus I sin theta. Next, in these two terms we get sin theta divided by 1 factorial as a common plus sin theta divided by 1 factorial common terms. Then we can group this as cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta plus here we can take sin square theta divided by 2 factorial, then we get cos 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta. So this is up to infinity. Further simplifying, we get this can be represented as e raised to I theta plus sin theta divided by 1 factorial as it is. So this is equals to e raised to I 2 theta plus sin square theta divided by 2 factorial. So e raised to I 3 theta up to infinity. Now we take e raised to I theta as a common term, then we get, here we get 1 plus sin theta 1 factorial. So there are two terms are there. On taking one term outside we get only one term here plus sin square theta divided by 2 factorial. On taking one term outside we get two terms here, that is e raised to I 2 theta up to infinity. Now we substitute this sin theta into e raised to I theta as a x. Sin theta into e raised to I theta equals to x. Then you can observe that this becomes x square. So see here, sin theta e raised to I theta, so our sin square theta e raised to I 2 theta, it can be written as sin theta into e raised to I theta whole square. Okay, on for simplifying this we get sin square theta e raised to I 2 theta. So that we can write it as, so here we have taken this term as a x, therefore we get x square. So that means here in the place of sin theta into e raised to I theta we can substitute x. So here we can substitute x square. So on substituting we get e raised to I theta as it is. Okay, you have to keep this term as it is. Then we write 1 as it is plus sin theta into e raised to I theta we have taken as a x divided by 1 factorial as it is plus x square divided by 2 factorial as it is. So up to infinity. Again you can observe that for this term only bracket terms. Okay, so this can be represented as a exponential form, that is e raised to x, because we know that we have this formula or this standard series e raised to x is equals to 1 plus x divided by 1 factorial plus x square divided by 2 factorial plus x cube divided by 3 factorial up to infinity. Okay, so on using this formula this series becomes, so this series can be written as cis equals to e raised to I theta as it is. So here in this bracket, so this can be represented as e raised to x, so into e raised to x. Okay, but e raised to I theta as it is, so in the place of x we have to substitute this term, because x equals to sin theta into e raised to I theta. So therefore in the place of e raised to x I will write, so e as it is, in the place of x I will substitute sin theta into e raised to I theta, because we have taken that x equals to sin theta into e raised to I theta. Okay, so now we have to separate here real and imaginary part. Okay, so that can be done as e raised to I theta as it is, okay, into, first you do one thing, here e raised to sin theta keep as it is, in the place of e raised to I theta you represent or you write this as cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, first e raised to I theta as it is, so don't go for writing representing here cos theta plus sin theta. Okay, so simplification will be difficult. Okay, so do one thing, e raised to I theta as it is, e raised to sin theta also as it is, so in place of e raised to I theta I will write cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so now further simplifying, this can be written as e raised to I theta, so multiply these terms, we get sin theta into cos theta plus I sin theta into sin theta equals to sin square theta, or it can be written as e raised to I theta. Now this I will divide as e raised to sin theta cos theta one term into e raised to I sin square theta. Okay, now here in these two cases bases are same, powers can be added because it is purely real part, these two are imaginary parts. So to separate real and imaginary part I will keep this e raised to sin theta into cos theta as it is. So in these two term I will take, in the power I will take I as a common, then we get theta plus sin square theta. Now further simplifying we get this equals to e raised to sin theta into cos theta as it is. First we have to represent this e raised to I theta form is there, so first we have to represent it into polar form. So you imagine that this whole term as a theta. Okay, so now you can represent it as into polar form, that is cos theta plus I sin theta. So see here, so this can be written as cos of, in the place of theta we have this whole term, that is theta plus sin square theta, therefore I will write theta plus sin square theta plus I sin of, again in the place of theta we have theta plus sin square theta. Okay, so this is the value of this one. Okay, next here we can equate real and imaginary part easily. So this term is real part, and after multiplying this one with the sign we get imaginary part. Okay, or you can write one thing, e raised to sin theta into cos theta, cos of theta plus sin square theta, so this is real part, plus again e raised to sin theta into cos theta, sorry here I will write I into, so into sin of theta plus sin square theta, so this is the imaginary part. Now equating real part, because we need c value, equating real part we get c equals to e raised to sin theta, so this is real part and this is imaginary part, e raised to sin theta into cos theta, cos of theta plus sin square theta, so this is required sum. Okay.